Our goats have been staying at the horse barn, which has been great in the beginning. My dad boards horses, but as you can see, it's snowing, and he's needing to get the horses inside, more horses inside, and we're taking up a stall, and we're getting a new goat today, and then we have 2 more goats coming soon. So we're just kind of outgrowing the one temporary stall that we had just to start out for now. So I'm actually super excited. I'll show you where we're moving to. And I know this probably doesn't look exciting. It looks like a really old barn, because that's what it is. The reason that I'm so excited about moving here though is because, first of all, my great-grandpa milked cows in this barn, okay? And then my grandma milked cows here, and my dad milked cows here with his sister, I think. But so anyways, several generations in a row milked cows here. And then when my sister and I first started showing our horses, we converted this old dairy barn into a horse barn, and we also kept our sheep and hogs here whenever we showed livestock and 4-H. And we were here every single day. We would be here riding and taking care of the sheep and the hogs, and we just have so many really good memories here that I can't wait to turn it into something that I can make memories with my kids, and it's like super full circle.
This wasn't.
This part wasn't?
No. They put that on probably in the 50s. So I'd say 55. We put concrete in here.
How old is this barn?
Well, they moved here in 1908. It was old down, so.
This barn was old in 1908?
Yeah, that's when they moved here.
Wow.
The house was here. I think there was no garage.
So Great Papa's dad would have used this barn too? Wow. So this is my dad, Roger Neumeister, and we've talked to my grandpa about what he remembers about the White Barn, and so I wanted to get some perspective from my dad as well.
And the White Barn has been through a lot over the years, and a lot of memories have been made down there. Growing up as a kid, my grandpa dairied down there. And he never milked a lot of cows, probably 20 would have been about the most he would have milked at one time, but he always had really good cows. The guy that hauled our milk would always say he got more milk for the amount of cows he had than anybody on his route. My grandpa took great pride in his livestock and his dairy farm. And so he finally retired, and my mom took over the dairy business. So she milked there for 7 years. She brags that she took her milk check for the 7 years and paid off the house that they had built. So she was really proud of that. And then they finally went out of business. Well, I guess I never quite got over it. So when I got out of high school, started up the dairy again and milked there for about 3 years. I started subbing a rural mail route on the Walton Post Office, and it finally became an issue where I was either going to have to quit dairying or quit the post office, because I was going to get a full-time route and I couldn't do both. So finally decided to give up the dairy and went into the beef cattle. So anyway, so we shut the dairy down once again, and then when my girls got a lot of interest in horses, we started showing horses and turned that into our horse barn. We built a little arena behind the barn and spent a lot of time down there practicing and training for horse shows, and if I say so myself, they always did very well, and we took a lot of pride in our horses. And then also, I guess shortly thereafter, we built a horse barn up by our house, and then they started showing pigs and lambs, and we turned that into the pig and lamb show barn. So we spent a lot of time down there working with the pigs and the lambs, and did that pretty much through their youth years. And then they got into college, and we kind of got out of showing at that point for the most part. And then the barn became a electrical warehouse for my brother-in-law. He would just keep miscellaneous stuff down there. And now the latest venture would be my grandchildren going into the goat business. They're planning on having some dairy goats down there. So now the barn has become a dairy goat operation.
Did you so when Mama was there, how old were you when that was going on?
I was about in the second grade, because I always tell the story, Mom, she would get up and go milk. I would get myself up to go to school, pack my lunch, and put myself on the school bus. So I thought that was pretty good for a second grader. I was kind of proud of that.
Did she milk by hand?
No, they were belly slung milkers. The milkers hung on a strap that went around the cow, but you had to, at that point, take the milker off, empty it into a stainless steel bucket, and carry it into the milk house and pour it in through a strainer, and then it would go into the milk tank.
But then when you milked there...
We did not. We used the very same belly slung milkers.
Was that out of date at that time, or was
it? It was. A lot of people had the pipeline at that point, but we just never did get that modern, and I guess after we kind of realized we weren't there for the long haul, we never did invest in a pipeline.
And how many did you milk there?
We would generally milk around 25, and we also had really good cows. We got lucky when we started up again and got a hold of some really nice cows and had very high production for the number of cows we had.
And what does that mean for people that don't know?
A really good Holstein cow would give 100 pounds of milk a day.
And for perspective, I believe there's 8 pounds in a gallon, right?
Yeah, I believe it's 8.6.
So that'd be like 10 or 12 gallons of milk.
Yeah, we had a 5-gallon stainless steel bucket. We had cows that would run that over about another half a bucket and then do that night and morning.
And then did you all drink your own milk from the farm?
We did. You know, we didn't pasteurize it. We just, of course, it was strained, and we took it out, straight out of the cooler, and would drink it. All of my siblings are hard workers, and it was just a way of life, you know. I don't mind working hard. To me, that's just what you do, and I don't think a lot about it. I don't begrudge working hard. I actually like working hard, because I think that's just what we learned to do. We just thought that's what you were supposed to do and didn't know any difference. And also, you know, as far as family relationships, like stripping tobacco, you're stuck inside a small room stripping tobacco for hours and hours and hours. And I think you just talk about everything, and what I come to realize, it's all who you're with. You know, yes, it's a dirty job, but if you have good company, you can really have a good time. You know, we've had a lot of laughs in the tobacco stripping room. I know, you know, with our group of friends, we always say we could have fun playing in a mud puddle. You don't have to be out at an expensive restaurant or doing expensive things. If you like and love the people that you're around, you can have fun doing anything. Now, when I was a kid, we didn't have video games and cell phones and cable TV, so it just seemed natural to go outside and play. We went outside every day and played, and nowadays there's so many other things for young kids to do. I guess that's fine to an extent, but I feel like you're not going to make memories sitting in front of a video game all day. Get outside, explore, have fun, laugh, tear stuff up. You know, those are the things you look back on and laugh. Your crazy experiences out in the wild blue yonder. So I'm excited for the grandbabies to have this experience coming up, because I know they're going to make a lot of wonderful memories.
What is it? She wants some bucket beans. What do you think, Mama?
I think they're gonna like that.
They are.
I really do.
The go to the children.
No.
So, as you can tell, that barn has seen a lot of things going on, and thinking back, we've really had a lot of good times and memories in that old barn.